Thank you so much. I'm so excited. I don't think I can deliver the talk. So I'm Fauzia Idrees, Director for MSc in Cybersecurity Distance Learning. With me is Larisa from University of London. She's the learning designer. And Ahmad, he's lecturer in information security at Royal Holloway, University of London. And I know Linda is very hungry, and I don't want to make her hungry, so I won't take more than 2 minutes. So just a brief overview of the program. We started this program just in October 2022, just it's like 2 years. And it's 15 credits, like all modules are 15 credits. There are 10 core modules plus 1 research dissertation. And I'm very proud that we have tried to integrate industry practices and the knowledge from market to make it like, to actually, to produce, I would say, market-ready students and professionals. And as far as we know, this program is the first one which uses cyber range, the first distance learning program in cybersecurity which uses cyber range platform. And in just within 2 years, we have been very lucky and to be successful to get this NCAC provisional certification for this program, and which really is testament to the quality and relevance of our syllabus and program to the market as well as to the cybersecurity sector. So I'm not going to cover all these, just a few of best practices. We really try to design and develop our curriculum with the help of industry experts. And it's a good blend of theoretical knowledge and practical skills for learners. And we have also mixed some technical as well as non-technical coverage, like some legal aspects, human factor in cybersecurity. And the one thing which I'm really proud of is the co-development of the curriculum, because I really believe in students' feedback, students' input. So we really developed the whole curriculum, and we keep revising it with the students' feedback. And at least I know 6 of them are PhD doctors, our students. So they have done PhD from psychology, law, economics, mathematics, and they just come back to us and give their feedback, and they like to co-develop the whole curriculum. I can see Jonathan now. I'm not going to really detail all about all the innovations, but these are the 4 things which made us a winner for this Roger Mills Prize. So the first one is Cyber Range platform, which is a platform which allows students to engage in real life cybersecurity attack scenarios, and Ahmad will cover in more details. And the intensive boot camps, as I just mentioned, we have a mix of background of students, like some are PhD doctors, some are who never ever did any formal education, but they are professional and they have been working in cybersecurity sector for last 25 years, and they are really very good professional. And so we actually faced the challenge of bringing all those students of different background to one level. So in second year, that's why we started this intensive boot camps for those who never went to any formal educational setup or who didn't have any computing and cyber qualification or skills. The third one is AI and machine learning based malware detection. Again, I'm not going into details. Ahmad will cover those. The fourth one is MSc in a pocket. So very recently, we have actually written this book, which comprises all the modules as a chapter of this book. And the same authors who developed the modules, they have actually compressed those modules into some quick reference guide. And it's really ready, and I'm so proud that in April, when our first graduates will be graduating, we will be giving them this gift. MSc in a Pocket is again 9 chapters from 9 modules, and it's a quick reference guide for students. Next, please. So the cyber range, and we are really proud of this, and Ahmad will cover this. Thank you.
Thank you, Fauzia. So as Fauzia mentioned, like the cyber range is a platform that allows the students to practice the hands-on of the theory that they have learned about. In this example that shown here, it's to allow the students to learn about malware, and in practice, they already understand the theory, the types of malware, from viruses, from ransomware, and all the different types, but they need to see it in action in order to have a good grasp of what's happening. So we create on the platform a simulation that we have 2 different machines. One acts as the victim and the other acts as the analysis. So the victim is a Windows machine which you can infect with malware and observe what exactly the malware is happening through the Linux on a specific network that has an isolated environment and a protected environment, so that they can do that in a safe environment. And they observe exactly what the malware is doing to the system, how it's trying to corrupt it, how it's trying to send the information to like the malicious actors that has injected the malware, what exactly is happening on the network, and different things. That way, they do not just understand the theory, but they have a good understanding of the practical side of that. Please, next slide. With over 560,000 new malwares created on daily basis and released to the environment and released to the world, it is really hard to keep track of all of these. Imagine that you need to understand what exactly this malware is doing, fingerprint it, put it in a database so that antivirus and defense-like mechanisms they understand, and when they see it, they recognize it as a malware. No number of humans are going to be able to do that on long term. This is why we need the help of AI and the machines. So we teach the students also how they can train AI models that can recognize malware based on malware that has existed, based on the nature of malware. So we created a lab for them. Enforced by the theory, we teach them first about what is AI, how can they train AI models, how can they use this to detect malware, and we provide them with malware and benign-ware, which is good software, normal software, and let them write machine learning algorithms that they learn about, different algorithms, and train a model and start detecting in the lab to see whether they can detect malware and how efficient their system is, and they evaluate it based on different evaluation metrics that they learn about. And we're moving towards even something more than that, that we want to create an adaptive learning environment, because the students are from different backgrounds. Some of them are very tech savvy, some of them do not have the background. So the labs that they have on a weekly basis might be a little bit more challenging and less challenging than other. And we're gonna be using AI in order to make sure that the challenges are like equivalent for all of them. So the labs themselves are gonna be adaptive and changing based on how good the performance is from the students, or how if they are like not performing as good, then they have more guided labs and more help, and the AI is gonna be helping to create that environment. And this is what we are trying to create in the new labs that we are building right now. And I'll take it to Larisa.
So just briefly to explain how we designed this program. So because, as previously mentioned, this program has been designed and been delivered on the Coursera platform. Hence, we use the Coursera's backwards design approach. So literally, this means that we started with the identifying of the learning outcomes for the whole module, and then decided on the type of the assessment which we will test the learning outcomes, and then decided on the essential readings and also type of the videos. So all this information on the essential information on the module level, so included in module specification document, which is approved, and then we use it as a starting point for starting development of the module. So this approach also we used in a week of learning level. So in a similar way, so the learning objectives for each week been identified, the type of formative assessment for this week was identified, and also specific chapters and articles and the types of the videos. So all this kind of information was included in the module design plan. So this is kind of structure, I would say, of the course. So alongside with the Coursera background, sorry. So we use University of London CAFE model. So perhaps you already heard about this model, so which we're using for the design of our programs. So the CAFE stands for the content, which is presentation of learning material, then activities. So that literally giving a chance to students to apply the knowledge what they acquired on the course. Then different means of providing feedback, timely feedback to students, and also the conclusion of the learning through the evaluation and revision. So so again, this was this approach applied on the what we called weekly learning or week of learning. So and by dividing week in number of lessons. So for example, it depends on obviously the amount of the material students need to learn in each week. So it can be 1, 2, or 3 lessons. So for example, lesson 1 and 2 could be like a theoretical kind of content. And then last lesson always was a practice one. So always a practice one, so which gives students opportunity to do the labs on the side ranges. So for example, do some kind of collaborative activities on the Padlet and the other kind of software which we used. And so the timely feedback will be provided through the formative quizzes when the students complete the quiz, and then automated feedback was provided to them straight away. So, and also the regularly provided webinars for the students. And always the last couple of activities in the week, it's a summary of the learning, so it can be video, can be just a text. And also the activity when I ask students to look back to the learning objectives were defined in the beginning, so and do like check, self-check, so whether they achieve them or not, identify the gaps and whether they need to do some revision or not. So this is more kind of, I would say, the typical structure of the week. So for example, week always starts with the introduction of what students will be learning this week. Normally it's delivered through the videos. And so then will be, as I said, learning materials. So combination of the videos and the readings. And this can be video interviews, or it can be case studies. And it's all, of course, the kind of industry related. And and then the very rich lesson full of interactive activities, collaborative activities, and then I said the reflection at the end of all this reflection, so like self-assessment and the kind of checklist, self-checklist.
All right, thanks so much. I'll just skip the concluding slide. And any questions?
Hello, Samantha Penn, UCL. So you say about using machine learning to detect the malware. Are you talking to them about the fact that so much malware is now being generated through generative tools? And how are you addressing that and addressing that risk of that? There comes a point where the AI is creating the malware, but then the same AI is detecting the malware, and it gets a bit interesting.
Yep, I completely agree with you, and that's why more we are actually devising new techniques, tools for security, more security breaches are coming up. So we don't claim that now students are ready to do this, but we have just started, and we will keep innovating and updating our malware and AI model as well, because it needs continuously updating and training. So Ahmad, do you have any other insight?
It's just that it's a battle of wits. It's a cat and mouse game. There will always be something new that the bad guys are gonna have, and it has to be countered. But now it's the battle of cat and mouse, or more robotic cat and mouse that are being involved in that. But it's still the same idea. You're just making sure that you program them correct to do the right action.
Thank you for that. I'm going to take that away as an image, the robotic cat and mouse. Excellent. Thank you very much to our prize winners, and thank you very much, everybody. I'm just going to present the prize. We have a code tote bag for you with some goodies in, including a copy of the book.
Thank you.
And you've also had a financial prize as well to celebrate your work, so thank you very much. So we'll carry on doing the filming bit here, and you folks can start your lunch if you'd like to, next door.